In today's video, our lesson is 5 ways, tips, suggestions to speak more naturally. Do you want, when speaking English, do you want to speak in a natural manner? Well, if so, I suggest that you watch this video in its entirety. And notice I said speak more naturally, not like a native. It's not mandatory, it's optional, but that's another video, and I've done videos on that before. So let's get into it. You want to speak more natural? Number 1, understand connected speech. What does that mean? Can you give me an example? Sure. Connected speech, I want you to think about it this way. There are certain words that we use that when we are actually saying the word, we actually eliminate some of the syllables. And in addition to that, we actually join 1 or 2 words together. We lump them. For example, I want to go to the movies. Now that's perfect pronunciation. There's nothing the matter with that. Using connected speech, want to now becomes I wanna go to the movies. Another example, I'm going to America to visit my family after this pandemic is over. Going to now becomes with connected speech, I'm gonna go to America and visit my family after this pandemic is over. Number 2, stressing the appropriate syllables in a word or respective words. So, for example, you might have abyss, manipulation, introspective. How can you figure out what is the appropriate syllable to stress? Well, in case you don't know this resource, let me make you aware of something. If you go on the internet, there are various dictionaries out there. And if you type in the respective word, you will hear the stress on the respective syllables. That's one way. Another way is find someone out there, perhaps you watch or listen to someone now that you believe really pronounces the English language exceedingly well. And what you can do is that you can mimic or copy them and how they stress the words. Number 3, vocabulary is certainly important. My suggestion, number 3, learn phrases and expressions in English. Basic phrases in English, advanced phrases or expressions in English. For example, what do you think? What do you think about the current way in which the English language is taught? What do you think? I appreciate the fact that you're actually taking time to listen to this video. Hopefully. I appreciate the fact that you are making an investment in yourself. Another example, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm actually boring you with this video. I'm sorry, I quite didn't understand what you said. Could you rephrase the question or could you repeat yourself? So, learn basic phrases in English. It is a great way to expand your vocabulary and it will build confidence in yourself. Number 4, likewise. Now, verbs are certainly important in the English language, but the next suggestion that I have for you, learn phrasal verbs. Now, there are many different phrasal verbs out there, so the first thing I recommend that you do is remember, use phrasal verbs or learn phrasal verbs that are relative in your life, personally and professionally. Actually I have more than one. There are a couple phrasal verbs that I like. For example, stand for. Stand for something or fall for anything. Act upon. Act upon your wishes and desires. I'll give you one more. Think upon. Think upon your decisions actually before you do something. Those are particular phrasal verbs that I like. And again, learn phrasal verbs that have particular relevance in your life. Number 5 is the last suggestion or way to sound more natural. This takes time, this takes practice, but it is possible. Use English sounds, pronunciate and pronounce the words with using English sounds more than your mother tongue or your native language sound. What do I mean by that? So for example, we have in the English language the letter V. And in some languages, your native tongue or your mother tongue, it might be yours, you don't have the V sound. So the V, instead of sounding V, it might sound like more of a W. So for example, if you have the word vacuum, I vacuum my carpet, it might sound like vacuum, all right? Or another example, vodka might sound like waka. So you want to make sure that you practice and you study and you understand English phonetics. Now, one way that you can understand phonetics in the English language is by looking at the various material out there on that. That's number 1. Another suggestion that you can do, which I really, really recommend, is that you listen to songs, your favorite song, whatever song you're into, and you repeat that so that you're now using the sounds of English more than your mother tongue sound. I hope that makes sense. All right? So, 5 ways, tips, suggestions that you might sound more natural in English. Natural. That's what I focus on. That's what I believe. Don't sound like a native unless you want to. It is something that is aspirational, not mandatory. All right? So, this is Teacher Will. Welcome to the ATW family. This is the place, I hope, I pray, where you and I learn together. What I would like for you to do, please, I'd appreciate it. Make a comment below. Let me know if you're using one or all of these particular tips or ways to sound more natural. And in addition to that, I'd appreciate it if you click on that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so that when I drop a video, you are made aware of it. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to see you soon. Speak English naturally. It's possible. All right? I'll see you soon.